evening, viewers, and welcome to FNC, the French News Center, where you get the updates on the uprising. I'm your host, Jacques Brickman, reporting live with the latest in French and European news. Our first story tonight begins in Saint Antoine, when riots ensued today after a cask of wine shattered on the streets, causing panic. With footage of the entire incident, we have Philip Sixton at the scene.
Thanks, Jock. As you can see, things have quieted down since the shattering at approximately 12:34 French building brick time. Only a few moments ago, mass chaos broke out when one of the Defarger's winery cart dropped a cask of wine. Marie Blockhead, our eyewitness here, saw the whole thing. Marie, can you tell us what you saw?
Well, I was with my mommy when the barrel of wine just fell right out of the sky. My mommy soaked up the wine with a handkerchief and squeezed it out into my little brother's mouth. My daddy was sweeping outside for some change at the Defarges when he ran like super fast to the barrel. I even got some myself. I had never had wine before, but it was so good.
Did you notice anything else? Anything unusual?
This weirdo named Gaspard went and wrote blood on the wall. Gaspard and the Jacques is always talking about fancy people. I try to listen in sometimes to their meetings, but they always make me go away because they're talking about adult stuff.
Well, thanks for sharing, Marie. Now back to you, Jacques.
Thanks, Philip. In other news, a small child was brutally run over in the streets of Paris this afternoon, killing him on impact. Witnesses say this homicidal maniac who ran over the boy was reportedly the Monseigneur the Marquis. When asked to comment on this, the Marquis's office replied, saying, quote, "You dogs, I'd ride over any of you very willingly and exterminate you from the earth." Here to talk about this, we have the homicide expert, Bill Ding, on the phone. Bill, this is the 7th accusation of murder by the Marquis in this month alone. In what way have we seen the death toll rise recently?
Yes, Jack. Indeed, over the course of the past 6 months, we've seen the death toll rise 66.6% just in the south side of Paris. Murders alone are up over 3.1415927%. Parents are advised to keep children under watch at all times when carriages are present, but should remain indoors if possible. The Department of Health tells us that things will get worse before they get better.
Do you have any comments on the growing tension between the bourgeoisie and the proletariat?
Above all else, it's vital for the French people. Oh, my tonsils!
Thanks, Bill. We'll be right back after this commercial and an interview with the famous Peruvian llama slayer, Maurice Brickley.
In every forest, in every garden, in every crater, green, in every castle, in every store, in every station, green, for every need, for every day, for everything. Green, a better color for better building. Paid for by the council determined to prove that green is awesome.
Alright, we're back. FNC would like to welcome Peruvian llama slayer Maurice Brickley to the show. Maurice is the legendary hunter from the most treacherous parts of southern South America. Maurice, it is truly an honor.
Thank you!
How are you today?
Very good! Very good!
Great! Well, Maurice, what can you tell us about? Oh wow. I'm sorry, Maurice, but we're going to have to postpone the interview because...
No! It's not possible!
I'm really sorry, but we have breaking news. This just in. The Bastille is under siege. I repeat, the Bastille is under siege. From what I understand, we have another one of our field reporters, Louis Redplate, on the scene. Louis, are you there?
Yes, Jack, the situation is pretty intense as... Whoa! As I was saying, the situation here at that Bastille is out of control. The rebellion known as the National Assembly, a part of the Third State, stormed the Bastille in Paris just this morning. From our sources, we've been told that the French people are looking to acquire large amounts of firearms and ammunition.
Louis, when did all this start?
During the wee hours of the morning, protesters gathered outside of Saint Anthony. Fighting raged throughout the day until 2 p.m., at which the governor ordered a ceasefire. This act saved a lot of lives on both sides, which have been a great time for everyone to say, you know, if we continue fighting, this whole revolution thing could go pretty badly. But the National Assembly said, meh, screw it, and while discussing his fate, the governor got fed up with waiting and yelled, enough! Let me die! Kicking a cook in the groin, at which point the protesters became so angry that they stabbed him repeatedly, sawed off his head, and mounted it on a pike. Violence solves everything, kids! Although it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, things are still very intense with the Bastille guards still fighting for their lives. We'll be hearing all day on...
All of you are babies!
Hey, that's not very nice. Aren't you supposed to be out of here? Go away.
No!
Shoo! Go away!
Keep crying, baby! I'm coming for you!
Well, I'm sorry to report that we now have an opening for a field reporter. Details to come at the end of the broadcast. Don't worry, we'll keep you updated on the Bastille with the days to come. We now have executions with Philip Sixtud. Philip, how are things today?
Things are going great, Jacques. Here in Saint Antoine, outside of Hôtel de Ville, it's a beautiful day with the crowd and the judges all riled up for France's favorite pastime, execution. Oh, here comes the unfortunate soul now, Fallen. Fallen is charged with being a complete jerk who told a bunch of us peasants that we could go eat grass. Well, now we'll see who has the last laugh. From what I understand, the judges and the executioner are ready. Let's go to the scene now. Oh, looks like things aren't set right. Hang on just a moment. Well, it looks like things aren't set again. Hang on just a moment, everybody. There we go. Let's go to our judge's booth and see how Fallen did. Oh, a perfect 10. Absolute perfect. Show by Mr. Fallen. Excuse me, miss. What do you have there?
It's a severed head.
Oh. That's lovely, miss. Well, Jacques, that's all the time that we have for today. But we'll be back tomorrow for another execution.
Thanks, Philip. Glad to see that Fallen got what he was coming to him. We'll be right back with our final story right after another commercial.
Fact. Every day, dozens of pirates are devoured by green crocodigators. Fact. Every day, hundreds of children are deceived by green goblicons. Fact. Every day, thousands of kittens are destroyed by green meteors. Fact. 4 out of every 3 villains has a green color scheme. Fact. In a recent poll, -0% of Figurians said that they trust green. Fact. Green is the worst color ever! Orange. Because anything's better than green.
Paid for by the council desperately trying to increase Orange's popularity.
And as we wrap up this fine evening, we have one last story. Madame Defarge, a former anchor here at FNC, died at 42 years of age. She was killed and found dead in Saint Antoine apartment this afternoon. Today, we'd like a few moments to remember her legacy. Miss Defarge lived an exciting life. Madame Defarge was a co-owner to the St. Antoine local wine shop. She was a stubborn and hard-foreheaded woman, but she was also virtuous and strong. For not only was she the wine shop co-owner, but she was also a revolution leader. She helped courageously lead the assault on the Bastille, along with her second-in-command, the conspicuous The Vengeance. In her free time, she was known for her constant knitting. It was her treasure. It was quite unfortunate that we will never discover what she was working on for so long. But most of all, she will be remembered for her long 7 years as a news anchor. She was good at what she did, a great fighter, an extraordinary leader, and she was a very good friend. The suspect for this murder was reportedly a woman by the name of Miss Pross. Eyewitnesses report that she fled the scene and was accompanied by Jerry Cruncher, an employee of Tellson's Bank. We ask that you pray for the family of the Defarges in their sorrow. And with that, we'd like to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you come back tomorrow evening for the last updates on the uprising. I'm Jacques Brickman, signing...
You! Yes, you! You are dead!
Oh no! Like I said, I'm Jacques Brickman, signing out.